Hey guys, welcome back to the poker vlog. So today it is Friday, it's 5 p.m. and I've just arrived at Today I'm going to be playing 1-3. So the Friday night freeze out is also on tonight. I don't think I've actually played that one before. It starts at 10 past 7. Not too sure if I'm going to play that one yet, but we will see how we go. We're definitely going to be jumping onto the cash tables. I got down to the poker room and I got there at a really bad time because there were about 30 people in front of me waiting on the list to get on a 1-3 table. So instead of hanging around, I decided to go and get some juice and I went and sat outside. I ended up getting onto a table about an hour later, and not long after sitting down, I was actually attacked. So if you don't want to be triggered, make sure you just skip ahead or just stop watching right now.
And then 5.5.
So yeah, that was some pretty confronting footage, but anyway, I'm fine. It was okay. I ended up playing for 9 hours. We finished up at around 3 o'clock in the morning, and this is what happened. Alright, so it is 10 past 3 and I just finished up. First table I sat on was table number 13, and I don't know, I'm a little bit superstitious. I always run really bad on table 13. All the times I've played on table 13, I've never had a winning session, and I always end up getting a table transfer every time I'm on that table. The very first hand that I played on this table, I played so badly, and I think I'm going to just say it's because it's been so long since I've played. It's been like 2 months, and I was just playing scared at the start. I felt really nervous every single hand that I was playing, and I could just feel my face getting red in every single pot that I was playing, no matter what I had. And this is one of them. This hand here, I've got ace king offsuit in the hijack. Under the gun limps, under the gun 1 opens 15 and I flat. Button calls and the small blind squeezes to 75. Folds to me and I call. Flop came 7-4-2 with 2 clubs. He bets 120 and I just fold. So this next hand here, I've got queen jack of clubs under the gun 1. I decide to open to 12. Button and the small blind and the big blind all call. Flop came king jack 10 with 2 diamonds. Small blind player leads out for 15 and the big blind calls. I make the call as well and the button folds. Turn came an offsuit 2. This time it's checked around. River came a jack, so now we've got trips. Small blind bets 40. Big blind jams around 120 and I just fold. Small blind folds and the big blind shows an ace. He bragged about 2 minutes later about flopping a really big straight. So yes. Not long after that hand, I got a table transfer and I moved on to table number 17. This next hand here, I have king queen offsuit. I opened to 15 from the hijack and the small blind and the big blind call. Flop came queen 10-8 with 2 clubs. Checked to me, I continue for 25 and the small blind calls. Turn came the 4 of clubs. Checked around, river came a 2 of clubs. Checked around again. I roll over my hands and we're good and nobody has the club. This hand we had pocket jacks on the button, 2 black jacks. 2 people limp in and the cutoff makes it 21. I haven't really seen him raising much, so I decided to flats. Big blind calls and both the limpers call as well. Flop came queen queen 6 with 2 clubs. Checked around, turn came an offsuit 10, and this time the big blind leads out for 35. It's folded around to me on the button and I just call. River came 2. This time he bets $90 and I thought about it for a bit and I eventually made the call. I think it was just one of those ones where I had a feeling and I was right. He screwed up his face, so I insta rolled over my jacks and he muffed his hand. So I didn't see what he had, but we won that one as well. Another hand I want to talk about that happened towards the end of the session as well. I had queen 4 diamonds on the button. 3 people limp in and I decided to limp as well. Small blind calls and the big blind checks. Flop came king queen 2 with 2 diamonds. Checked to me and I bet $10. Big blind and under the gun 1 call. Turn came 6 of diamonds. It was checked to me. I bet 25 and the big blind raised to 60. So I decided just to call and see what happens on the river. River brought in another 6. This time he bets 110 and I think he had about 200 behind. I decided to just call because I'm got no balls. He lets out this big angry sign and he rolls over king 10 of clubs. I think he was just annoyed that he didn't raise that hand, because if he did, I would have folded my queen 4 of diamonds, even though I probably shouldn't have been playing anyway. But yeah, we won that one. I ended up losing it was quite a hefty pot towards the end, and it was completely my own fault. I played it really, really badly. So yeah, I had ace king offsuit in the low jack, 2 people limp in and I make it 20. Hijack calls and the 2 limpers call. Flop came king 7-2 with 2 spades.
Check to me, I bet 35. The hijack shoves for 108. Folds around to the play in middle position, and he thinks about it for a bit before cutting out a call. This is kind of where I screwed up. So there's a flush draw out there. I had ace king. I didn't have the ace or the king of spades. And I got a full count of his stack, and in total, including the 108, he had $408 in total. Now, this hand happened at 2:50 and I was planning on leaving at 3 o'clock. And this is what was going through my mind at the time. If I shovel in and he calls and I lose, I've made pretty much no money for the night. And that was the main thing that was going through my head, because, I was planning on leaving in like 10 minutes and then this all happened. So I got a full count of his stack, and then I just flat called the 108, which is very, very bad. The turn came in offsuit 6. He checks, and stupid me, I check back as well. And then the river came another 7. He checks, I check again, and the girl who was all in, she just snap rolls over pocket 7, so she had quads. And then the other guy shows me the king of spades. I show him my king, and then he shows me his other card, which was the queen of spades, so he had top pair with the flush draw. So, yeah, I think I made a mistake there. I probably should have been building a side pot. I just feel like an absolute peanut for the way that I played it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I ended up cashing out for $812. I was in for $400, so we made $412 for the night.
Alright, so that brings us to the end of another vlog. I've been a bit slack lately with the uploads, but I've actually got 2 vlogs edited and ready to put out. So for the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing weekly uploads. So that's exciting. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.